Hello, hello, my lovely and wonderful punks. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you've had a good weekend so far. Thank you all for coming out to see me. Oops, did I turn on the... forgot to turn on the thing. I forget to turn on so many things. Okay. How are you guys today? Do anything fun yesterday? We are going to be playing more Slay the Princess. We're going to finish the run we were on, and we are going to get the Beast Princess, which is going down unarmed, and then we need to do something else. Let me look it up again, just so I have it. Slay the Princess chart. Let's go. There we go. I don't know if this is the right one or not. But hopefully this will get... I don't want to create a new account on a website. You as a visitor. Oh my god. Okay. Boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Beast Princess, where are you? Don't take the blade. Choose to slay the princess. Go up, get your blade, lock the door. Okay. Alright, we have a route. For later. But yeah, for now, we're just going to finish the run we were on. Hello, TFH, you were first. Hello, Specs, thank you for the care package. Hello, Sammy. Hello, Moiselle. I'm not a princess. I'm not a princess. I'm a princess killer. If I was a princess who killed princesses, that'd just be silly. Not a punk princess. No such thing. Those things are incompatible. Hello, Dave. How are you doing? I don't think any of my mods are here as of yet. So I'll make sure you all get shout-outs as soon as someone is here to do the work. Punk Rock Princess is literally a real song. I'll beat you up. I'll punch you. There can be a spider punk, there can be a punk princess. No, it means there can be a spider princess. Alright, so just so you guys know where this run was going, we were trying really hard to get the Beast Princess, and I didn't know what I needed to do in order to obtain the Beast Princess. But we got the tower again, with the voice of the broken. Basically, we tried to stab her in the back, and she overpowered us very easily and killed us. Then we got the tower, which is the very big floaty princess, and we decided to be defiant and stabbed her and sliced her up. And we didn't quite kill her before she killed us, but as we were dying, she was like, oh, your perception of me has changed again. And so now we're in Flesh World. Flourish. More flourish. Stabbed with a spoon. Did I say stabbed with a spoon? I meant stabbed with a knife. Oh, and the audio's not on. Let's get that going. Have I tried just doing a little tickle? No. Oh, I haven't. Peter Parker isn't a precious princess? No. I should have. For some reason, my connection to Twitch is being a little funky, and I hope you guys... I'm here for you guys. He seems upset. He does seem upset. I think the voice of the broken's having a bad time. Flesh World has fair housing prices. That's true.
I think he's upset.
Hey, you called it... Voice of the hero always stealing our lines.
What's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
Hey, voice of the stubborn.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was. And ever will be.
We sure did.
You're damn right we did.
Hell yeah, voice of the stubborn.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. You did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. I've got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions.
Did I break the voice of the smitten? Not voice of the broken is just as horny as voice of the smitten.
Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her. It's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it? Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here. Yeah, you think?
Actually, I don't think we have been here. This is all different, isn't it?
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that.
1, 2. No. Voice of the Broken appeared when we went to fight the, or when we went to meet the goddess for the first time.
Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted. So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me.
He's wonderful and he keeps even better company like me. Aw, I did know that I was better company than Dave, but I didn't know that he was wonderful. Hello, Mousy. How are you doing? Narrator actually acknowledging me? Yeah. He's still a whiny bitch. I do not know why Twitch is not staying connected for me. How's your favorite punk? I'm doing pretty decent. We got a nice big Route 44 drink from Sonic. I love this game. This game is easily my game of the year. Highly recommend it. And she capitalismed you. Oh no. Well, she's pretty, so she can get away with it. But yeah, I love this game. I'm doing pretty good. I've got a session 0 to prep for tabletop later tonight that I'm excited for. Several times. Oh goodness, it's not even Christmas yet.
That's not really an answer. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously. Don't worry. We only need this one last go at things.
We're doing a kind of it's got a few different inspirations. The kind of core of it is a pirate themed campaign, but it's there's also going to be a lot of going through this really big desert. There's a little jungle area that's going to be important. The campaign setting is based on the real life country of now I fuck, as soon as I started to talk I forgot what it's called. Nambia, on the west coast of Africa, where the desert goes all the way up to the ocean, and the hot air coming down from the ocean meets the cold air coming up on the currents from Antarctica, and it creates perpetual fog. So you've got desert with fog. It's very cool. They'll think that they'll always remember the day they almost caught Miblia the desert pirate. Almost. $300 worth of stuff to the kitchen. Well, that just means your kitchen was insufficient.
You'd better hope that's true. And don't let that
What is
inflated
DFA?
ego get in the way of doing your job.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, then maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Sounds like a great plan, Voice of the Broken. I don't know if I'm cute. A massive granite mortar and pestle? I mean, as long as you're going to use it, then that sounds great.
Cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. You're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Let's see. You said yourself that you know more than you're letting on. If you want me to go to the captain, you better tell us everything.
I can't. Anything I say at this point is far more likely to accelerate the unraveling of this place than it is to actually help you do your job.
I don't believe you.
In fact, I probably shouldn't have even said that. I trust that if you've been here before, it means you know how dangerous she is. And that you know I'm not lying to you about
That was a highlight, not a read me, but sure. I'm both small and cute and nothing can change these objective facts. No, not true. My enabling logic has a flaw. If Mousy capitalizing you is fine because she's pretty, what's to stop her from capitalizing me? Look at that, I need to do exercise. Ha 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 ha. Jumping jacks or squats, DFH. I really need to just add the you have to insert text option. Nope, no, I don't have to answer anything. Exercise time, jumping jacks. Oh, there's a huge chunk of fluff from my chair on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm Mivlia. I'm about to do some squats. I was told to do jumping jack. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm escaping.
8.
New donation from
Oh,
Emerald
shit.
Mousy.
Corrupted by capitalism. Space!
No! No! You can't do this to me! I am good at counting, thank you. Stress. I don't need spoiling. I'm plenty spoiled as is. Whew. That's way too much. Thank you for the donation, Mousy. You didn't need to do that. Jeez, I'm a little out of breath. Thank you. Don't, but thank you, but don't. But thank you, but don't. Okay. Let me, since I'm out of the game for a second, let me shout out some people. Make sure you guys all check out Mousy. She's absolutely adorable and sweet and fantastic. You guys should definitely check her out. Check out Dave. He's okay. He's cool, I guess. He's your little cookie boy. Your little cookie lad. He's almost as punk as me. And Mazel. Everyone loves Mazel. And I think Specs is here. There we go. All of you, make sure you're following all of the rest of you, or else I'll come and beat you all up. Oh, and Theophage. I'm being followed by so many fellow streamers. Can't even say your name right? Yeah, sure I can say your name right. Moiselli. You've been my friend for so long, Moiselli. No, don't remember anything. I'm just horrible tonight. Maybe.
Really? That's it. That's all we're getting out of you.
Moist Ella the beetle.
He just wants to keep things going the way they are. But we've been given a second chance to do
No.
it by her. She can
No.
build something better than this. She can build something better than us. We just have to let her do it.
Yeah, you said you spoiled Dave by getting stuff for his kitchen. An Elden Ring gaming chair? Yo, that's cool. Also, Mozilla, you didn't need to do that, but thank you for the 5 gifted subs to Lily and Raleigh, Aiko, Variety Val, and Trisha Uchiha. Ah, fuck. Enjoy, you bastards. Oh, geez, all the notifications went away when I refreshed the page. For some reason, I'm having troubles with the page. But thank you, Dave, for the 3 gift subs. I'm not sure who got them, but I hope you guys enjoy them. And thank you for the 100 bits, TFAs. You didn't need to do that. You guys don't need to do stuff. But you got your funny choo-choo train. So now you can stop. Now you don't need to do anything anymore because you made the funny choo-choo train sounds.
Choo-choo.
3 months. Yo, thank you for the 3 months, Emerald. I don't know why I keep going back and forth on your name. Specs, thank you for the 2 bits. I always appreciate your 2 bits. 1 for each titty. No. No. Mousy, thank you for giving out 5 more gift subs to Minerva, Nix, Mischief, Ace, Skatey, Burango, and Nico. Zach Diva 20, I don't even know who that is. Sweetest Melody and Mish. And we're at 69% for the next one. Got you to do the name normal? Apparently, yeah. Yeah, it's fair. Oh, jeez. That is a cool chair idea or thing. I'm glad you got that for Dave. Now, spend money on your loved ones and not on me. Oh, we had 420.69 for a second there. I was too slow to screenshot it. Oh, jeez. Well, you guys shattered my record, so that means you can stop now.
Nice.
Thank you for the 6 and 9 bits. Respects. It's a wild Miv, that's me.
Biddies for the titties.
Thank you for the 2 additional bits, TFH. Hello, Thomas. Hello. Your 69 bits and your 2 additional bits have put us over to 70% now. They've the totally serious choo-choo driver. This train has no brakes. This train has so many brakes. This train is stopped now. No more train. No more choo-choo. All done. Completed. We're at the station. There's no need for any of you to ever do any more bits or subs, or I think that's it. I think Super Chat's chat count, but please never do a Super Chat. Can we get a level 5 train? No, we don't need a level 5 train. What would we do with a level 5 train? No, you've already been too generous. Thank you for 500 more bits, Mousy. God, thank you for 100 more bits. TFAs. Stop. 96%. Oh yeah, butts on the back of the heads. No. Thank you for 500 more bits, Mousy. Okay, that's level 5. You guys can stop now. You guys want to see the funny video game, right? We don't need to do any more gifts.
So nice.
Thank you for another 69 bits, Specs. You guys are fucking nerds. I'm gonna beat you all up. Well, since you guys have been so generous, I'm gonna be nice, and instead of solely having leftovers to eat today. Maybe I'll get myself a pizza later tonight or something. You guys are too generous. Suffer? I am suffering. I'm in Spain, but the S and the I are silent. Big pizza for a small skunk? I'm not small. I'm 5'6". I'm normal height. I'm above average height for a woman and far above average height for a skunk. Oh. I missed a spot when I was clipping my nails.
Capitalism the skunker. Send her Taco Bell money.
No. Taco Bell also sounds really good though. I'll have to consider my various options. Pizza or Taco Bell. Thank you for 7 additional bits. Rest in pepperonis. Yeah, me. Dead. Dead forever. You guys are too generous. You guys are too generous. You stop now. No more. No more. That would be ginormous for a cookie. Cookie pizza. We were looking at all the like Christmas stuff at Winco yesterday. And they had a cookie pizza in the like novelty Christmas candy area. They also had a 3-yard long Snicker bar, and I'm like, or it's probably just 3 yards worth of regular size Snickers back to back, but I fucking love Snickers. That is my favorite candy bar. You own a Cookie Monster bowl and shirt? Cute. Very cute. What are you guys' favorite candy bars? Out of curiosity. Because mine is 100% Snickers. But I'm also a big fan of Twix.
I'm escaping.
No!
New donation from
Place
Emerald
that hasn't
Mousy.
been corrupted
No!
by capitalism.
Spice! No, Mousy, why? Why? Thank you. You didn't need to do that, but thank you. You had already given me money. Well, now I can get it and something else, I guess. Maybe I'll use a little bit of it to treat my girlfriend. We do a little long distance date or something like that. Thank you so much for pizza money and additional money and biddies, and you guys are way too nice, and we're half an hour into the stream and I've barely done anything because you guys have all been too generous. Yeah, it would be cute. We've done it a few times where like she's in Jersey, I'm here in Oklahoma, but we order the same thing from local restaurants, chains, and we just sit there and we eat the same thing and talk to each other. No. No. Sammy, thank you for another 1,100 bits. Okay, only 1 minute left. Only 1 minute left. You guys don't need to make the train go any higher. You don't need to make the train go any higher. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you for the 1,100 bits. No more gifts. No more bits. No more subs. All done. All done. No more train. No more choo-choo. We played the funny princess game. You went on a Boiger date? Boigers. Boigers are good. You wanted the choo-choo badge? Okay, you'll get your choo-choo badge. Aw, he takes you on awesome dates? That's wonderful. I cannot wait until I can go on dates with my girlfriend, like, to actual physical locations. That'll be nice. But I'm glad you two are so happy together. I'm glad that you two were able to get together. Even if you know, please do not say she has specifically requested that not be something we talk about. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the 14 gift subs and the 2,395 bits. All those 69s really add up, don't they? Jeez. Level 4 hype train. Enjoy your funny emotes. You bunch of nerds, you bunch of dorks. You guys are too cool. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go back to the funny princess game. Aw, you two are so cute. Alright, funny princess game.
I get it. You're conflicted. You've been through a lot, but I really have to be firm here. I will tell you one thing, which is that even now, you are capable of stopping her and saving the world from ruin. You always have been, and you always will be. Do with that what you will.
Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when it comes time to make the choice.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really gotten a say in things.
What a crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time, repeatedly.
It didn't even work. It doesn't count.
We died! If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me. To her.
Voice of the Broken has a good point. We should have listened to Giant Muscle Mommy. You want to deck the narrator? We all want to deck the narrator.
Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
Correct.
Second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
Good boy, Voice of the Stubborn. If I don't slay her, if I just stay here or do anything else. Ba-ba-ba. No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through. Ugh, gross, wet.
Good, we're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin.
I think that's the top of her
You'll
head.
find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. That's fine by me. Let's get moving. I'm itching for a rematch.
Love Voice of the Stubborn.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an
The
elegance
mirror.
to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. You did this.
You did this! This is your fault, Voice of the Broken.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on
No!
its edge.
Table life! What did they do to you?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's the mirror again, and this time it's blocking the door.
Mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement. Just to tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting. If you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. No more messing around. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly?
He thinks we've lost it. That we're succumbing to madness, that something in us is broken.
Something in us is broken. Impossible. Me too, Cabin, me too.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Makes sense to me. Let's grab the blade.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
I love having the gold steel in my hand. Alright.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange. It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it.
Smash it. Let's get violent already.
Do whatever you want
Let's
with it. The mirror
get
isn't real.
dangerous.
So how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
When there's trouble, you call DW. Darkwing Duck.
You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down
gross.
to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. The high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected
We got
and
wall flesh too.
at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
For once, I agree with you, narrator. This does not seem like a particularly comfortable domicile.
Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
Oh, we hurt her feelings. Am I winning? I am winning. Hello, whoa. How are you doing?
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
Yes, ma'am.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
Yes, mommy. Yes, mommy, indeed.
Got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. And we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now, it's our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
A bird.
It
We're a
doesn't
bird.
matter what we are. She needs slaying. And we've got the means to do it. So let's get a move on.
Let's do a
I might
slaying.
interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here. And it's why your task
We have a bird
is so
confirmed.
important.
Not me. I'm a skunk. Our character is a bird. Silly woe. Down the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
What kind of princess do we have today?
The chamber's walls are filled with blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
Pretty.
The princess stands in the center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Step on me? I mean, step on me? I mean, step on me? I mean, nothing?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them.
Sorry, mommy.
The cuff around
Sorry,
her wrist
mommy.
digs deeper into
Sorry,
her skin.
mommy.
Blood
Sorry,
drips from the place
mommy.
where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground. She pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
I haven't got a brain.
Well,
What would you do with
the
the brain if
if
you
I
had
had
one?
one? Stop being so horny or you're gonna get the World Up newspaper? The newspaper can't stop me. I'm invincible.
She is loose, and she is coming.
She's got the Iron Crown. I mean, she's missing 2 spikes. But if she had 2 more spikes on there, she'd have the Iron Crown.
Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
It's true. We can fuck her up. Hello, Variety Val. How are you doing? Welcome in. None of my mods are here, so I'll shout you out myself. Here we go. Make sure you all check out Variety Val. She's an absolute cutie. Invincible, grab some spirit change to throw at Miv. No, my one weakness, money. Okay, I'm alive. Given up on destroying the world, have we? What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. I'm sorry. Please listen to me. I'm going to end this. I'm going to end you. Given up on destroying the world, have we?
The world hasn't wronged me the way you have. Maybe I'll get around to it eventually, though. Once I've had my fill of you.
Ooh.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
Oh, that was fast. That was real fast. She does have a big glowing weak point. Yeah, unfortunately, she also has kablamo powers. Mods are away, everyone called me for cute. No. How am I? I'm doing okay. Everyone was needlessly generous earlier, but that aside. No, I appreciate you all. Not cute. Well, I'm dead.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Goodbye, terrifying mommy. Oh, goodbye, my guts. Thank you, Theophage. I really appreciate that you think I'm cute. She needs a hug. She did need a cute hug. I appreciate it. I am cute. Pizza is never needless. You make a good point. True to her word, you do not die by your hand, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Mirror time. You approach the mirror. Reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. To the cabin. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Boop, 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 charging my attack. Okay. Bye.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. An unwound vessel, bring the fury to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You're such a good girl, Movie.
Thank you for the head part specs. Okay, so we're going to get the beast, which is the only chapter 2 that we haven't done. We haven't done a lot of chapter 3s, but this is the only chapter 2 we haven't done. We need to not take the blade and then decide to slay her. Then when we go up to get our blade, we lock the door. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I like that if you just go, or if you go enthusiastically, the voice of the hero doesn't appear yet. The voice of the hero only appears if you've been asking questions. This game's so good, guys.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
Table, my beloved.
Perched on that table is a pristine
I love you,
blade.
table. I love you so much.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We are going to leave the blade behind.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp.
You think the table's seeing the
hint
blade
of
on the
rot
side?
filtering from
What?
the ancient wood.
That
The
harlot.
princess really lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Shut up, voice of the hero. No one likes you, voice of the hero.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Boo-boo-boo. Continue
Good.
downstairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
See what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine.
I'm not sure.
trying
Maybe
to
that
get
counted
out.
as trying to save the princess.
I'm guessing
Hold
you
on.
don't have the key?
Not you. Load. Autosave. Let's jump back here. Let's ask her questions.
Okay.
I've never actually asked her the questions in the she's acting nice path. What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Imagine. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking, and where have you been shitting?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Super relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I like that we don't get an answer. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. But I don't think you're dangerous, but I wanted to see for yourself. Yeah, okay. I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
I like how this is mirroring her normal way of talking. I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world. That's what you're getting at.
Sorry. Gaslighting the video game.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable
It's
of
true.
doing it.
Everyone in this game is just gaslighting me. Thank you.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
Funny.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
It's true.
Don't let
They
her
are.
turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Alright, and then what we go back up to get our blade. Okay, let's do it silently. Go back upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying another word.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Yeah, I can.
You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here.
It isn't about trust. Trust me.
Voice.
Exactly.
I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save, after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Okay. Locking her down here and letting her bleed out.
This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds? She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now.
Nope. Lock her away. Tell you what, I'll even stay here for a while and make sure she's dead.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and
All right.
quickly barricading it with
This
a heavy wooden
should
table
give
that
us
once
the
held
beast,
blade.
if this chart is accurate.
Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound, and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
You assume this would make Ghost Girl? Yeah, this is very similar to when we made Ghost Girl. But this is what the thingy says. So I'm gonna hope. Maybe because we didn't take the knife the original time?
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Ignore her and go to sleep.
Ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the
Still
tape
alive, just
shoved
lurking?
out.
Absolutely. Understandable.
Where is she?
Wait, did you mean you or the princess? Because either one is accurate.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble
Yeah,
to your feet.
because
and as
this
the
is
princess
slightly
draws
different
near,
than
it's as though your
Masked
body
Ghost
simply
Princess.
stops working. It isn't all at once. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course.
So helpless. I can,
She steps closer.
or maybe, what a shame.
Your lungs.
I'd say better luck next time.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
Aiko, hello Aiko, how are you doing? Wood, accurate. Pretty much all of the princesses. How are you doing? Let's get a shout out going for, or actually Thomas, if you wouldn't mind shouting out Aiko. Aiko's cute cat boy. Make sure you all go and check him out. He's a silly Billy. Aw, thanks Specs, I appreciate you.
I'm sorry, but it is.
Alright,
Everything goes dark, and you die.
see if we get the beast. No, this is the nightmare. What did I do wrong?
You're on a path in the woods,
The beast.
and at the end of that path
Slay the
is a cabin.
princess.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Do not take the blade from the table. Lie to the princess about coming to save her before speaking with her. Talk to the princess and decide to free her. After speaking with her, go back upstairs with for the blade. Give up while fighting the princess. Okay. The chart I found online was wrong. Hopefully this is better. Bit tipsy, going to sleep soon. You must be somewhere over in Europe, I imagine. What are you sipping on? What you drinking, Aiko? Unfortunately, I don't think we can jump back that far. Lie to the prince about coming to save before speaking with her. Yeah, I wish the autosaves went back farther. We could go all the way back to the beast ending. Okay, chat, do a quick vote. Do you guys want to see me take this path with the nightmare and maybe try and do something different with the nightmare? Or do you guys want me to jump back, skip through some content, and get to the beast right away? I'll go slaying the princess. Pretty good, except we screwed up here. Reset. Alright. Wish I'd remembered to... I need to remember to drop saves more often. Alright.
You're on a path in...
Skip.
I can't.
Skip.
So what if I'm speaking my mind?
Skip.
Good. We're all.
Skip. Is there a quick
The
key
interior
for
of
skip?
the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten.
Nope, those are that's
There was
screenshot.
once but that is how it was.
Skip. Actually, history, load save preference. Preferences? Turn down the music volume a little. Nope. I don't know what the controls are. It's fine. We'll just click skip.
A mirror. There is.
Skip. Blade.
Take the blade from.
Skip. Mirror. Skip. Wipe.
You reach forward
Skip.
and drag.
Continue.
You make your way to the bottom. The chamber's walls are painted in blood. A deep, sickening.
Taunt.
The world hasn't wronged
Skip.
me the way.
Splat. Mirror. Skip. Skip. Gaze. Skip. Proceed. Skip. Approach.
I am
Skip. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight
Ready to
of
go
her
back.
I will be.
Skip. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. Do not take the blade. Lie to the princess about coming to free her. I think that's the thing that we missed, is that we need to lie to her. Oh, 1 second. I need to look at something. Okay, sorry for the pause there, everyone. Just wanted to, an artist is working on a piece for me, and I wanted to real quick give them feedback so that they could keep working. All right, easy peasy. We go to the cabin.
You make your way.
Skip. We go to the cabin. Also, if you don't ask any questions, he doesn't warn you that the princess might lie to you,
The interior of the cabin.
which is very neat. We do not take the blade.
The door to the base.
I'm here to save
Wait,
you.
really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Shut up, voice of the hero.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Free her, and then after speaking with her, go upstairs to get the blade.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it. You're only making this more.
Thank you.
You're making. No. You're doing the right. You walk up to the
Yeah.
chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy. Far too solid for you.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere up down. Whoever locked the princess.
Maybe there's some way to break the... Or if that doesn't work...
She offers if we were stuck down here long enough, you attempt to make your way. Is someone else...
Okay. I think this is right.
You make your way to easier for everyone. Look at the mess.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we...
She barely hesitates
Yum,
before
yum,
raising
yum,
her
yum,
arm
yum.
as she rips her flesh from her bone.
Okay,
Sand
so I guess
comes
the
from
idea
behind.
of the beast is we
clang
need
of
to see
bouncing.
how feral and scary she is after being kind of passive.
It's the blade.
That's
from
how we end up
upstairs.
feeling hunted.
You're not sure how, or we could use it to... You won't like what happens if you do that.
Okay. Give up while fighting the princess. After the princess, gnaw through her arm. After witnessing this, the player will literally stab the princess in the back. Okay, cool. Save the princess.
Fine. Against you, you cut. The blade is sharp. And her limb, she didn't so... No. She's smart. How is...
Thank you.
Alright, locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are as the princess... Wait. Watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's...
Your body lunges forward. The blade held low. But the princess... Stop it.
Resist.
The blade! Move. As your...
Oh wait, I think I needed to
reaches
try and
towards you
stab her?
and takes the blade from your...
Okay, hold on. No. It's weird that there's no load option there. Okay, autosave. Blade comes down. We're gonna save this to... here. Alright, let's try slaying her. Delicious? Yeah, tasty arm. Yum, yum, yum.
Without hesitation, bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally, the wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard.
How'd she
Were
get her
you
hand
lying
back?
to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the
Oh, I guess I
ferocity
never
of a
chopped her
horned
hand off
predator.
this time. She's just
You've made
chewed
a
on.
terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her.
Okay,
This
this
is about
definitely
survival.
sounds like we're going to
Give
the
her
bestial
everything
path.
you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share
I
of
didn't get an
damage as
option to
well,
give
your
up.
blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Okay, there we go. Give up. Let's drop a save. Save it. There. Give up.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job. The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Yep, that's me.
This is the end, isn't it? Before you can answer, everything goes dark, and you die.
Hooray! Hey, we did it! Awesome. Okay, cool. Before I do this path, I need to run to the bathroom real quick.
You're
I'll leave
on
you
a
guys
path
on
in
this
the
path
woods.
in the
And
woods.
at the end of that path
I'll
is
be
a
right back.
cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Thank you all for your patience. I am back.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ba-ba. She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice.
I do. I die
Having
so
met
many
the
times.
princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
Nice attempt to butter me up, narrator.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here. You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything.
Yes, you
so
are.
The only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Part of me wants to turn around and leave, but I don't know if that's going to give me the hands ending. So let's go ahead and drop a save. We can drop our save in the main slot now that we know we're on the right path. I'm
You
trying to
have
leave.
already committed to my...
Okay.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
Smells.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
No, we don't trust you either, Mr. Narrator Man.
Maybe.
Alright, what kind of monster is our girlfriend turned into today?
The interior of the cabin
Oh,
is
it's
ruinous
wobbly.
and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its
Aw,
edge.
table. I'm sorry, table. You were pretty enough as is. You didn't need to resort to parasites to be thinner.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, Hunted would care about
That's
the mirror.
because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
You know what? Voice of the Hunted is actually the most reasonable. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone.
Alright. Definitely taking the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
We need our fang.
It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
You know, it's interesting. We already fought a princess that looked very bestial, but that was the cheated's path. So I wonder what kind of beast she's going to be.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
Thanks. It's Axe.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth
Oh, we're
floor
extra
of the
furry today.
The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
She's right there, Voice of the Hunted. We can see her shank. I can smell you, she says to the skink. I don't stink, I promise. I don't smell. Hello, Jova. How are you doing, lovely beep boop skunk?
You see only a flash of the
now
princess
she's
before she
hiding.
scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Hello, waifu.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified.
Thank you.
I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Are you sure?
A shiver
I'm
rushes
really
up your
good at
spine
stabbing
and
things
pulls
when
you
I want to
upright.
be.
The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Where?
Anywhere.
Let's see. Moving or standing still? Let's do what the Voice of the Hunted wants. I usually find doing what the voice wants to be the best path. Move! Move? Move.
Picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden
I don't know why that
motion of
was-
a massive body. The princess.
That was one of the scariest things this game has done. I don't know why it spooked me.
In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have
Hi?
been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel
Too
her
spooky
gaze.
for skunks? Yeah. Hey, Theophage, new Sona dropped? New identity?
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
Yes, mommy.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
Run for the stairs.
She's right there. We have to wait for Or an opening. That's fair. She'll kill us if we try and run past her.
Alright, fine. That's interesting. It was marked as not being an explore option, but it was an explore option, and we have to do one of these. Stop hiding and show yourself.
If you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
You make a good point. My apologies.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to.
Wow, Voice of the Hunted, you're a nerd. You're deflecting.
And you bear your weakness to the world.
Yeah.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Let's see. And play dead. Ah. Fuck. I'm playing dead.
We're playing dead.
Possum! Justin!
It's unexpected. It could work. As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you collapse to the ground,
possum.
feigning death. She lands directly on top of you with her full weight, nearly crushing you into the dirt, but then... silence. Only broken by the sound of your beating heart. It actually worked, didn't it? Only, what do we do to make her leave? Do we just keep playing dead?
Yeah.
She sniffs at you, shifting her weight uncomfortably as her face finds yours. Her breaths are hot and oppressive against your skin.
Have you seen my great big eyes? Because they see you, fledgling. They see your heartbeat pulsing in your throat.
No, they don't. I'm very dead. Please don't kill me. I'm dead.
Move, now! But it's too late for you to move.
Oh, crunch.
Her jaw unhinges, and she swallows you whole.
Whole? Guys, we just got vored. We finally got vored by Princess.
I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark, caustic place.
Gross.
A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
100% someone's jerked off to this. Kill her with extreme indigestion? You got it.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
I'm not going to be alive for very long if I'm in your stomach acid.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive. Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that. That is a bad thing to do.
Can you talk to the cabin? Sure.
I understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
Interesting. You could have asked me before swallowing me alive.
I acted on my will, fledgling, and you acted on yours. The strong triumph, and the weak submit or perish.
Hot.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slough from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
Oh, I ran out of time.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words.
Okay. I don't think we have time to ask questions. What do you guys think? Cut our way out or end ourselves? Cut our way out? Okay. Dig with the steel
Though you
claw.
have little room to move, you use what strength you can muster to drive the blade forward into the thick walls of tissue digesting you.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
Probably not, because I stopped to ask questions.
The pulling returns to banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
You can't hold me forever.
Boop-a-doop-a-doop, dig.
You slice again, deeper, rooting through her meat with the tip of your blade, until at last it finds her beating heart.
I guess the stomach could lead to the heart.
But will can never truly exceed the limits of the flesh. Your vision finally begins
we were
to
too
blur,
slow.
your eyes clouding over as they melt in their sockets. What little air remains in this rancid stew of flesh and slippery organs is finally too foul to breathe, and your lungs mercifully give out before you have to suffer another burning, liquefying moment. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The wild.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
I mean, the acid in her stomach would definitely flow out through that hole and burn her heart and also all her other insides.
His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Oh, isn't that fun? He's upset.
Hi, Contrarian, I love you.
Of course I'm upset. The world is at stake here, as I'm sure you already know. let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped.
Interesting. I'm pretty sure this is the Big Hands Princess, which is cool because I think this is a path they don't expect people to get very early on, or at least I had to actually look up a guide to even get to the beast.
He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
Oh, I like that. I don't feel so small anymore when you put it like that.
Aw, Voice of the Hunted. I do like that. All of the voices have responses to the princess. A lot of them are fearful. But when the princess acknowledges them in the way that they are, it makes them feel soothed.
That's because you aren't small, even if you act that way. We're both so much more together than we were apart. And we can be so much more still. Vast. Unfathomable.
If you really want to know what happened, we tried playing dead, and she ate us. She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Makes sense.
Sure, being one with the princess is pretty great, but what can we even do right now? Hope we're not supposed to just passively exist like this. I did not sign up for passive existence when we faked our own death.
I like that we got the Voice of the Contrarian because we chose to fake our death. It's fantastic. This thing watching us, we have the option to passively exist. It's fantastic. Let's ask the question first, though. Thing watching us, what is he?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you.
That's not an answer to our question.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
I'm glad I got decided to do one more play of this because this is definitely some nice additional lore.
I do want that, but only because it's in your
I mean,
best interest.
I want to
It's in
100%
everyone's
the game
best
eventually,
interest.
but I don't know if I'll do that
You won't
on
be able
stream.
to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together. She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
Should actually read these. What do I do? I feel like I can't do anything. Passively exist. Why should we do anything? I like this. Are you being nice? Aren't you a monster that ate me? I feel the pressure of the outside pushing in on us. What are we supposed to do about it? That's definitely tied to the end when we're in the crystal. Abomination, I want out. Don't like this. I'm supposed to be me and you're supposed to be something that isn't me. Okay, narrator, how do I stop? Just fucking passively exist. Contrary to the contrarian.
No, please, anything but that.
Get fucked.
You can't just passively exist forever. Not with her. That isn't how it works.
You're right, she's changed.
The princess ate you last time. Stop passively vibing with a literal predator and remember that you're enemies. Remember what she's done to you and how much it hurt.
Didn't hurt at all, actually.
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Passively exists the existential dread. It's easy and to just kind of vibe while looming dread and pain. Exactly. That's living in modern capitalism, baby.
I can feel a thumping, a heartbeat, like a distant terror that keeps getting louder the more we pay attention.
Please, stop. If you let it in, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
Maybe a little peek wouldn't hurt. Aren't you curious?
No, I just want to keep vibing.
Curious. You should look.
Never do what the generator says.
Never mind. If he wants to look, then I don't want to.
Hell yeah, voice of the contrarian. Gaze at the terror in your heart. Bury it now before it's too late. Bury it.
You can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
Yeah, I can.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it.
Turn inward and find your freedom. A glimpse of something bigger. Embrace your transformation.
Fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundaries. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
Narrator can't handle a little discomfort. It's true. Canonically, the reason the narrator is doing all of this shit is because he wants death to end.
What is he going on about? What does he know about us? Screw all of this, and screw this guy.
Also, this is different blackness from our feathers.
Always going on and on about rules and the fate of the world. I've had enough. You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
Nope, I'm going to be void by Princess and we're going to be one.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
There is a place you need to be, you just need to find it. Veins. Hey, there we go.
Search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end.
Fusion.
This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. All he has are words, and words aren't real. We're real. Yeah! Ruin his day.
You got it, voice of the contrarian.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
You're such a good girl, Movie.
Yarny, ow! You lulled me into a false sense of security. Hello, Yarny, how are you doing? Favorite fire kitty cat? Can we get a shout out for the lovely Yarny land? Hi, how are you? How are you doing?
You won't find anything if I have to starve you. If I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
Wow. You watched Across the Spider-Verse last night? Interesting. My My partner also watched that last night. I still need to see that one. I really, really want to. Spider-Punk, hell yeah. Sugar! Sugar! Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Have a nice lurk. If someone would shout out Sugar Zeno, Candy Queen of the Cosmos. I'll love Spider-Punk. I am sure I will. I just haven't gotten around to watching it. I don't watch a lot of stuff on my own. But you do find something. It's cold and smooth and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further.
Oh.
Stop all of this.
Interesting.
Right now.
When we get the true ending, that's what we see, is grass growing.
I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it, and free us all.
You got it, babe. Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
Teehee. But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be. That's the grass.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful. We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole. Doesn't look that great. I like it better in here.
Wow. Break the chains. And then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
Interesting. We don't actually have a vessel. Unless the vessel was around us? Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Beep, beep, beep. Bye, voices. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. Hello, Sarah. Welcome in. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, interesting.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins.
Interesting.
I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there's supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
You have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's basically you.
Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
Alright, I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Alright. The Endless Vessel. Bring the networked wild to her.
You're on a path.
Smitten run
in the
next?
woods.
I could do a smitten run.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Let's see. We never got to chapter 3 with the smitten. So we could try and unlock the gray. Where's the... Do we have a flow chart for this yet? The wiki's been filling out various flow charts, but it does not have them for the non-aggressive paths as of yet, it looks like. Unfortunate. Okay, we'll do the smitten and we will try to get the gray ending, which is apparently what comes next. Just try and romance her and then do a stabby. But first, I gotta go to the bathroom again. New medication must be doing something crazy to me because I woke up like 10 times last night to use the bathroom. So I'll be right back, and we will we'll go find a princess to smooch. There's another way to get the gray, I believe it, but all I've got is quick glances at the wiki. I don't want too many spoilers. I do want to get everything, but I want to minimize spoilers. Bad position for the model to stay on. She's so shocked. What happened? What did I do? What did I do? Also, real quick, we'll go ahead and fresh save at the beginning here, just in case I get stuck on the wrong path. All right. You put it in Miv Media. Let me go look. Oh my gosh. I don't know why it had the mouth open. That's so weird.
You're here to slay her.
Yeah, I know. Killing the princess seems kind of bad. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your...
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior blade.
We're not taking the blade.
The door to the... Her voice.
Hello?
Is... Don't let it fool...
Oop. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you?
See what I can do.
You're only making this more...
Maybe the key's lying around somewhere.
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempted to make your... Is someone else... Your shouts. I'll repeat.
Boo.
You tried to...
Sorry to be skipping through this, but we've seen this
bottom of
before,
the
so I
stairs.
want to get through
This
it
would
kind
have
of
been
quicker.
so much easier if you'd just...
Save the princess.
Fine.
Approach the door.
No. We won't have any of that. The stakes are too...
Boo, boo, boo. Warn her.
Stop that.
Resist.
The blade! Move as your body remains frozen.
Alright. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
It's funny because I'm more smitten by literally every other princess than the damsel. I'm sure that doesn't say anything about me as a person.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table.
I love
Then you
this,
should
man.
know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I know I would. The commission I got from Ash is so cute. I know, it's so good. It's so good. You guys can see it on Twitter if you go look. The commission I got from Ash.
What can I say?
It's not done
A world
yet,
without
but
love is a world that isn't worth saving.
it's true. Why should I listen to you?
Those are two very Let's say you died.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her.
Before I get up there, okay. More exercise time, more squats, you got it. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Thank you for helping me get into better shape. What's out? Ah! My back pillow fell down a step and I sat on it funny. Alright. Model gets to go crazy now.
Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
That's where you're wrong.
I beg to differ.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and
Become
assume
as
whoever
bluff.
is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your
Just keep putting
protestations.
them +1/+1 counters on me.
Anyway, I believe your second question was,
What's the point of doing anything?
if you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Oh, 1 second, guys. Okay. Thank you for waiting.
Yes,
Hunger,
but in
eat
this
something.
purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Everyone was happy
Do you
forever.
think the people there lived happily ever after?
Yes.
Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Want to become an emo weed girlfriend, but your tolerance is non-existent? That's just cute. Roxfell narrator.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
What a dastard.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all,
Oh, so this is
fully
about
up to the
trust.
task that's been given to you.
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Ah, true.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
And taking a gummy makes you gone for a day and a half. Take a half gummy then. That's one of the advantages of gummies. You can rip them into multiple pieces. Who locked her in the basement?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
I am
You're
special.
the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
God damn it, voice of the hero, don't get a Woody.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
God damn. Wow, special! Yay!
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
Being cagey, what aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Baited. Hello, Graham. You want to come up? You want to come up, say hello to all the nice people? Graham Cam? No Graham Cam for you guys. You must do without. Okay, to the cabin. So this time I guess we're just going to stab her.
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop
Did you miss
from
it?
slaying her.
You missed to the end of
Don't
that
believe a
path,
word
yeah.
she says.
And you missed the beast. Kisses for Graham.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Oh, Graham.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
It's true.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Shut up, hero. No one likes you.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Oh, Graham, are you going to lay on my arm?
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in
table,
fine
you look so
threaded
sexy in this
tapestries.
world.
A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Es hora de la revolución.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Good point, voice of the smitten. I'm definitely not just gonna stab her.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge.
Yes,
and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably
Graham,
doing her a favor.
Are you interested in the fire? Are you just like Yarny, for real, for real? He came up and sniffed all of the flames.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Thigh time? Okay. Give me 1 second. Boop, boop, boop. Thigh time.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
You fawned over her the first time, Hero. You heard your name? Yeah. My cat, Graham, hopped up on the desk and started sniffing the fires. And I said it was just like you. A kitty cat that loves fire.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the
Hi,
stairs
princess.
and lock eyes with the
Nice
princess.
titties.
There's a heavy
I didn't
chain
realize
around
this
her
before,
wrist,
but her
binding
boobs
her
get
to
bigger
the
in
far
this
wall.
version.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
I'm here to plunge my blade between that bounteous bosom.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
It really does.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
Yep.
I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
I do. Aw. Second chances,
Now, hold
everyone.
on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We never saw a world end. And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
I wish there was a path with the broken and the smitten. Would be lovely to have them both fawning over the same one. Fuck you, narrator. Yeah. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
No.
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Do I have to count you out again? I didn't care for that last time.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Cool.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Tee hee ooh.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Okay. Well, let's do it.
Blade in hand, you run the princess down.
Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing?
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on.
I'm going
The
to ruin
princess's
them
eyes
perfect
grow
breasts.
wide with terror
Tragic.
as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart.
Oh,
She
she's so
collapses
sad.
pathetically to the ground.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
No, I'm sorry, princess. I'm sorry.
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
Voice of the smitten.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead. The
Lady
world
killer,
is
slay an
Thank
innocent.
you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult.
I feel sick. Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable.
Wow. How toxic? I do be pretty toxic.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
I needed to... See, this is why I had to spare her the first time. I needed her to fully embrace her monarch status before I killed her. Grief's not a competition. Listen, the smitten, he's a little melodramatic.
Get over it. You smarmy ass.
Wow.
There's nothing in the world
Swearing?
worth getting over it for.
So much for the
We
tolerant
might as well
left.
just end it all.
Wow.
You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and...
Splat.
The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is
A
far.
plus acting.
This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Let's see what happens.
What? No, let's not do that.
You won't use your fancy reverse psychotherapeutics on me, murderer.
Reverse
We're dying
psychotherapeutics.
together right now. All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Have it you! Have it you all!
Got him.
Don't believe this.
Am I really Romeo and Julieting this? Pretty much.
What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
That's right. You're all sorry.
You're all sorry.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. The Grey.
You're on a path in the woods.
You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
She won't
Rough.
be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
Hello, Voice of the Cold. Welcome back.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Oh, and I'm still here too.
Hi, Voice of the Hero. No one likes you.
If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her
Voice of the
feet in
Cold, welcome to the
remorse.
podcast.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
You're not wrong.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
Place.
It's our 3rd. What gave it away? Your open discussions.
Really now.
I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that
no
I'm
woods here,
anxiously
my
worrying
dudes.
about her.
Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
No!
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again?
Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying.
Yeah, well, you suck, so...
Why not? You've already done it twice. It was unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
You make a good point.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Damn, Voice of the Smitten getting a little violent.
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
God, there has gotta be so much fan fiction of these voices.
Can I?
Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hot. Just fuck already.
Good. I am too.
Well, fine. Well, fair. Well, good. Why is Voice of the Cold so hot? Because you're one of fuck monsters.
Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire
Did I
world.
room you too?
I'll believe that when I see her living body.
Did I hear that right? He says she's alive. Our beloved lives again.
Yes, she's alive. But you're going to have to make her not alive. You'll have to slay her. It's your job.
We absolutely will not. This is a tale of love and redemption, and this time it will not end in bloodshed. Except ours, if any of you try anything.
Got him.
Let's do our best to keep him away from anything sharp. If we're lucky, there won't even be a blade when we get to the cabin.
Let's see. We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. It wasn't different last time.
If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time.
Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends.
Yes, I already told you that she's alive. Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well.
I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive.
Hooray!
Influence doesn't require life.
Fuck you, Voice of the Cold.
But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive? Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed.
I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
Let's see. Whatever happens next, it seems like all our answers are at the cabin. Yeah. To the cabin.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright?
Don't tell me what to do, you're not my dad.
Oh, we'll muck it up all right. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived.
Damn, Voice of the Smitten.
Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful. Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control? You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens. Are you even alive?
What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion?
This is a really cool dynamic. Voice of the Cold being so unfeeling, Voice of the Smitten being so passionate, and are going from saving the princess to killing her in cold blood.
I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
To the cabin. What's it look like this time?
The interior of the cabin
Oh,
feels
she's a
dry
ghost.
and brittle. Ancient,
'Cause when the
dust-covered wooden
cold
beams
kills her,
hold
she
up a
stays
crumbling
dead.
ceiling like mummified ribs. Each elegantly carved detail of the stately building.
And there is no
preserved in
table
their
is
stasis.
gone.
Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless.
What am I supposed to do, chat? Table is gone.
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her?
Our beloved. So she does live.
That is clearly a ghost.
She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room.
The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it.
A mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Where's the pristine blade?
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart.
Jesus Christ, Smitten.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
But there is no door.
As if something as flimsy as a missing door would stop us on our sacred quest. Cross the room, find our way back to her, make things right.
You're clearly hallucinating, but I'd rather not get into it with you right now. The door to the basement is on the far side of the room, whether you can see it or not.
Mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward.
Whoops.
It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off.
Sure.
It's time for all of you to see what we've become.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the
A
basement.
bird.
The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
Yeah, what are you interested in seeing, Voice of the Cold? Boys?
I see.
Gay.
We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold.
It's true.
We can only hope
We're very
she
ugly.
might still see some good in us.
No way left to go but down.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow.
She's got the ubu.
There she is again.
My love!
She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
Sorry about last time. Are we good? We good?
You receive no response.
Do you think she's upset with us? Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed. Of course she's livid, and with good reason.
You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad?
But I already
She knows
feel
all
bad.
She wants. It won't do anything.
Down the stairs.
As you descend the final
Yeah,
step,
when the cold
form
kills her,
of the
she stays
princess
dead.
comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom.
Having the ghost possess us while all the voices are here must be great.
See? She's dead.
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
Wow, it's almost like she might be a ghost.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. I thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
Uh-oh.
You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
Like, this ghost has the blade in the heart, but the other ghost just had a mark. Yeah, it's a different ghost.
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even.
Man, narrator really likes to insist that the blade is pristine. Alright, I think that's enough thigh time for you degenerates. There we go.
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
We make amends. She obviously still holds
Hello,
us in her
Aqua.
heart.
How are you doing?
She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
But she hasn't
Can we get a
said
shout
it.
out for Aqua Claire?
Are you sure she can talk like this?
Big stretch. Claire is another lovely streamer that you all should check out.
You came back. I missed you.
I missed you too, babe.
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes. Seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
Hooray!
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
Burn it
It'll be
all.
so much better when it's gone.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
She's trying to kill us. A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Hooray! Why'd you close the door?
Because I wanted to be with you. I don't want you to leave.
See? Everything's fine. She wants to be with us.
Fiery passion. Hey, got him.
Yeah, in a bad way.
She just has a unique way of expressing things.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel. Bad! I bet it'll feel really, really bad!
Yeah, I got it. For once, I agree with Voice of the Hero. Dying by incineration, probably not the best feeling.
Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do.
Voice of the not so cold.
Your personal safety
Voice
is
of the
far
rapidly
from the only
warming.
thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
I love how many times the voices say exactly what we were going to say.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
But why? It was such a good game. I say that I have not played a significant amount of Oblivion. Rush for the blade, rush to the door. Are you mad at me for killing you? I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about. And it's all going to be over soon. It's all going to be better.
She's holding a grudge. She wouldn't. She's perfect.
The heat grows in intensity as the flames.
Alright, cool. The more questions I ask, the more the fire
Your skin
burns.
sizzling already. If you're going to try and stop her from killing you and destroying the whole world, you'd better do something, and you'd better do it now.
I wonder if we look good right now. Fire makes a lot of things look good.
It's true.
I can only imagine how dazzling our eyes are in the dancing flames. Do you think she's noticed?
I don't want to burn to death. We don't have to, right?
All of these are kind of begging questions. I'll go ahead and just say I'm going to burn.
It's okay. I'm going to burn too. And then we won't hurt anymore.
Of course.
She's right about the last part. Burning doesn't hurt forever.
It's true.
The flames lick at your form, stripping layers of you away, causing your skin to blister and pop and crisp. As you burn, the princess glides to your side, her ghostly form blackening as she too succumbs.
How
This is terrible. We're going to
romantic.
die.
Don't you usually die from asphyxiation? Quite often. And yeah, if you were in a fire in a basement, most likely the suffocating would get you first, unless you were just standing perfectly still.
I'd savor this feeling if I were you. Soon enough, we won't have nerves.
And we'll get to die with her. After what you made us do last time, this is as sweet an end as we could hope for.
She clutches you close to her chest, her eyes bright and her smile wide with manic affection, watching as the flames take you away.
More? Okay.
The pain is unbearable at first.
Feel
Every
the burn with
inch
some
of you
squats?
screams
Okay,
as your flesh
one
is
sec.
stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins.
Okay. Let's do this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And getting up has once again made me need to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back again. Hello, Graham. Geez, I shrunk again. Hello, Gremlin. How are you? How did we get to the Princess? Yeah, we've first we got the voice of the smitten by trusting the princess and being good and loving her and all that stuff. And then as soon as we got into the voice of the smitten's world, we stabbed her in cold blood. And now we have the smitten and the cold. Oh boy. Let's go. And I think this one's probably almost over. Not much happened. We came down here, she locked the door behind us and went, let's burn together.
But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves. and with them, your ability to feel much of anything. See? That wasn't so bad.
It was so bad. Somehow, nothing is so much worse.
You'll get used to it.
There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me.
The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin. It's very romantic, really.
Burning down the
Got our
house, burned at the
happy
hands of a
ending
fated
after all.
spirit.
We can die happy.
Yes, very romantic. You do not die. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it
At
here?
least the princess
Why
is
now?
the person this time. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
Approach the mirror. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You're nothing at all. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus, you gaze, and then you see it. Faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am.
Hi, narrator. Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Alright. So let's ask different questions this time. Or we could just destroy the mirror. First time we see the beak? Mm-hmm. We've been here once before. The narrators from the Evil Mirror universe. Yeah, first time for Moiselle. Okay, well, I don't want to ask questions this time. I'm just going to destroy him. I don't need answers. Break the mirror without asking any questions. You don't need answers from the thing that lives in the mirror. You already know what you are. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. The burning vessel. Bring the burned gray to her. Unfortunately, we can't ask her what she thinks of this vessel.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Let's see. We're going to go ahead and save. We're going to go all the way to 9. And we're going to drop this save next to the other end save. And we're going to take the third path here, since we took the other two paths last time. What happens now? You don't know if you like the princess orgy? Everyone loves princess orgies.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Boo, 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 boo. Slay the princess.
Violence has always been our language, hasn't it?
I want to see the 5
If
princesses
this is what
again.
It takes to save you, then so be it.
Show me them. There she is. Hi.
I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be. Preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
I don't want to linger.
Then don't. A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. Where did you end and I begin? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of truth. Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
Remain silent.
But you say nothing. What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
What am I if not a body?
You are you.
The answer sometimes.
Your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. You let me move, and I slam the door. But that is not the end. And both of us must face our partner once again. The barbs twist deeper, but they do not have to. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
If there's no endings, there's no limits. If there's no limits, then there's no difference between growth and decay.
Meaning lies in experience, and experience lies in contrast. Abandoning one's search is not the same as losing the capacity to discover. I am contrast itself. To reject me is to reject the shape of everything. Do not use words to reduce that which your eyes know to be irreducible.
Last princess.
To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things.
Thank you for the care package, Mischief.
Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
That would be torture.
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To be paused is to be trapped.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Doop-a-doop-a-da, bap-a-doop-a-doo. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Where's everyone
They're
else?
still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I can do this out here on my own.
You can't, and lucky for you, I'm not going to let you try.
Wow, what a bitch. No one likes you, voice of the hero.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
We didn't do it last time, so why not? I'd like that for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows.
Hey, you acknowledged the windows.
You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he?
You're right.
There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Good riddance.
Yeah. He really put us through hell, didn't he?
I'm not taking the blade.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different. Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
What if we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
Take your hand.
Okay then. Let's leave.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Yeah, I don't care about Voice of the Hero. Bye! Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, and a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is no energy in the silence, and electricity, or there is an energy in the silence, and electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel her hand tremble in yours. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. Love story, yeah, it's a love story. She has no part to play anymore. She knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's
Baka.
exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
Are you ready?
Of course I am. Are you?
Opening it together. Cute. And what happens next? Whatever it is, you'll face it together. Achievement unlocked. How many people have gotten that one? 33%. Only 18% have gotten the gray. Doop-a-doop. Alright. And that's the last I'll be playing of Slay the Princess on stream. I will probably 100% it in my own time. But, yeah. Yeah, she destroyed the world. We let her outside and everything ended. Alright, if you guys wouldn't mind sticking around just a little bit longer, grab yourselves a raid message and we'll find somebody to go and raid. I highly recommend, if you want to see the other endings that this game has to offer, that you pick it up and try it out yourself. It is a very, very good game. Game of the year. Fantastic. Glad I enjoyed it. Aw, thanks, Gremlin. Yeah, it was great. Let's see. Brat's doing art. Thomas is doing tanks. Ha, 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 ha. Not many other people around. If anyone has any suggestions for people you'd like to see us raid, I would be happy to try and check out somebody new. To the desert bus. Big stretch. Otherwise, I will just raid somebody. I guess while we're waiting, I can go ahead and plug those socials. Okay. Alright, no suggestions, so... Oh, Desert Bus is the name of a person. Oh, okay. I see. Well, let me go and check them out. Raising money for... No! No, 4,700 people? No. Charity stream's cool. I can't. That's too many people. intimidated. Way too intimidated. They aren't gonna call me out. I know, but still. I would rather raid into someone small. Let's raid into Worried Brat. They are an artist. They're a cool individual. We'll just go and check them out. I appreciate the suggestion, but it's just too overwhelming for me. I'll see you guys on Monday. We're going to keep going with Curious Expedition for a while. I like the gameplay. I'm a little miffed at the colonialism, but that's kind of baked into it. So, we'll see. But yeah, I'll see you guys all on Monday. Which is tomorrow. Bye everyone, take care, bye.